ZANU-PF political flip-floppers. President Emmerson Mnangagwa, fresh from being elected first secretary of ZANU-PF, has been receiving showering praises from the very same people who are at the forefront of banishing him from both party and government just 16 days ago as political turncoats positioned themselves for the gravy train. Most of the ZANU-PF activists who only recently were in the G40 camp plotting to eject the new leader have now jumped ship and are trying to endear themselves with Mnangagwa. These include top ZANU-PF officials such as Party Information Secretary Simon Kyamoyo, Robert Mpofu, Sidney Sakramayi and Psychology Mazowiza. Kyamoyo read out the letter firing Mnangagwa, then Vice President, for being deceitful, incompetent and lack of probity, and was the same person who read out a statement from the ZANU-PF Central Committee reinstating the new president into the party. You are right that I read out the statements. I am a spokesperson. I do not talk about my personal convictions. I communicate the message that will have been given to me, the decisions that would have been arrived at either by the government or the party. That's all I did, Kyamoyo said in his defense. Sakramayi was being touted as the preferred G40 candidate for the position of ZANU-PF president after then-President Robert Mugabe went around Harare on a witch-hunting exercise disguised as a fact-finding mission together with Finance Minister Ignatius Chombo and his local government counterpart Xavier Kasukuwere. In an interview, Sakramayi was clear that the Zimbabwe National War Veterans Association executive led by Christopher Mutsvangwa and Victor Madanda should be contained. There are individuals who have been denigrating the president, but they have been doing that in their individual capacities and not as representatives of the war veterans, Sakramayi said on the sidelines of Mugabe's Youth Interface rally in September. He was, however, at the forefront of singing praises for Mnangagwa after Mugabe's resignation on Tuesday, declaring that at the time he denounced Mnangagwa he was acting as a servant of the party. I was equally shocked by what was going on. I wasn't a part of it. I am a servant of the party. I follow what the party wants, Sakramayi said. Mpofu, who once declared that he was Mugabe's ever-obedient son, turned the heat on his father by chairing a special Central Committee meeting that threw the former president off the citadel of ZANU-PF power. Mazowiza, whose team comprised of Labour Minister Patrick Zuma, also somersaulted after showering former First Lady Grace Mugabe with praises on his Twitter page celebrating Mnangagwa's fall. But now, he has switched his allegiance to the new party leader. He was quick to post a picture of himself with Mnangagwa, sending a congratulatory message as he sought to endear himself to him. Emmerson Mnangagwa elected new leader of ZANU-PF. Congratulations Mr. President, tweeted Mazowiza, who on the eve of the military takeover was due to appear on Al Jazeera to speak glowingly about Grace and why she was fit to take over from Mnangagwa. Another activist, Aki Lumumba, who during the biggest protest in Zimbabwe against Mugabe's rule stepped in and appeared to be speaking on behalf of the army, has already signaled his intention to get back in government. Yesterday, he announced that he was back at the Youth, Indigenization and Economic Empowerment Ministry's National Youth Council. He is the president of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Mnangagwa. Today, I promised him my service to the country because I understand like he does that it's not his job alone. Tomorrow, I begin my reinstatement as the government National Youth Chairman, he said. Lumumba is on record supporting Grace to take over from Mnangagwa before he fell out of favor with an Indigenization and Youth Minister Zuma. The two fought tooth and nail against then Finance Minister Patrick Chinamasa as he tried to stop Zuma from interfering with financial institutions in the country over the obscure indigenization law blamed for the liquidity crisis. Lumumba helped craft the press statements which were supported by G40 leaders as Mnangagwa was fired by Mugabe's vice president, with the support of a number of high-ranking ZANU-PF officials. Lumumba refused to answer questions on his U-turn on Mnangagwa, instead dropping the line and ignoring questions on his WhatsApp platform. Former Information Deputy Minister Bright Matong also joined the bandwagon, seating on the high table at a war veterans press conference last Friday in an unexplained capacity. Matonga was fired from ZANU-PF in 2013 alongside former Vice President Joyce Mujuru, who fought to scuttle Mnangagwa's ascendance to the position of Vice President, but now appears to take credit as kingmaker. Analysts yesterday warned Mnangagwa to be wary of opportunists or wolves in sheepskin who could derail his vision to totally emancipate the generality of Zimbabweans.
Yeah.